Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Hey, to all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're here, you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Then he called me and said, my side, my side, my side. My side, my side, my side.
Someone is Aproko with spice. Is Aproko with spices?
What are you drinking? My side, my side, my side. Are you drinking NSC? Can I top it up with whiskey? My side, my side, my side.
I see God. I have seen Jesus. I met with Jesus. How does Jesus look? Oh my.
I am telling you, you people asked, I've told you I've heard God. Me, I did not just heard God. I sat side by side with God, Jesus, and devil.
Lobato.
That NSC and whiskey that I was drinking and German vodka, it was served by Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel,
Wait, I was looking for you yesterday. That Roy Tikiniman, so please tell us that they say in we they pray, they show. How did they say that thing?
We they pray, they show.
Roy. Come again. Roy.
Yes, Roy. They pray,
they show.
Auntie, I am telling you people, honestly, I have seen God, Jesus, and devil. And then Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel, and Archangel. They were the ones serving me the NSC. They served the three of us in the NSC. Angel Gabriel, he has 6-pack. Okay, Angel Gabriel has 6-pack. Then Angel Michael, he do tattoo with a
the same tattoo that Jimmy Odukoya said there is nothing bad. Put tattoo everywhere. Abi?
I am telling you, Angel Michael has tattoo. He has tattoo all over his body with a touch of piercing. So, anybody that have not seen God, they should come to me. Me, I have seen God.
What cloth was devil wearing when you saw devil?
What color is what, man?
Devil wearing.
The devil was wearing a show fee.
Is devil Yoruba?
He wore a go on top of it. He wore a show fee. Trouser. He shake top.
Devil was Yoruba.
He has the Fulani, you know those Fulani hats? He had it on his head.
So devil is both Yoruba and Hausa.
Devil is Wazobia. But you see that Jesus. You see Jesus. His left leg is Africa. His right leg is Asia. His body, his whole body, is a touch of European America.
The lady said it was like a lightning. The body was like a lightning.
She did not see Jesus. She didn't see Jesus. Me, I saw Jesus.
Okay. Because when somebody else will call now, the description will still be different.
Me, you know, the Jesus that she might have seen, you know, the Jesus that they showed us, they have different actors.
Yes, I asked, which of the 5 Jesus did she see?
But the one I saw is the direct one, the original, not the fake.
How do we know it's the original you saw? Which one is the original among the pictures?
The one that have NAFDAC number, the one that appeared, the one that came to me, that we drank NSC together.
Somebody say your caller today they smoke fake weed. Oh, that's Aproko. I look at me, Somebody said, ah. Somebody said he has spoken a different weed. I don't know the kind of weed the callers are smoking. No, the first one talk, and I say he smoke weed. Second one talk, he say he smoke weed. Third one talk, he say he smoke weed. Yeah, well, why did buy it to your love? Now all of them smoke weed. So none of them correct. Okay, maybe another person will be correct. Somebody must be correct now. Below there. If I miss your call, I will call you back. If you want to be enjoying show, come to YouTube. Now that's what we go to do every evening. 2 hours, 2.5. We will enjoy ourselves. That's why we shift it to evenings for relaxing. Hello, caller.
Yes, ma'am. What I want to say is, I said, what I want to say is about our tattoo guy.
About?
Yes, the tattoo guy.
The tattoo guy, okay. Go ahead.
All I can know is that the way I even saw the person, oh God, he already your principalities and power. Just by
You mean the guy with tattoo? The Richie Baba. His name is Pastor Richie Baba.
Money was your principalities and power.
Hello there.
I want to share with Baba. I take it.
Oh, okay. The kind of image they give us in those days to scare us. Yes, English, oh please.
Yeah, that's what they used to scare us. Oh, sorry, mommy. So what I just want to say is that I hope, you know that we have a lot of pastors in Nigeria. Since only how do they say in Yoruba? They should help the man. They should help his career. They should invite him to Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is the republic of heaven.
Okay, you mean the guy? Nigerians will run for him. The tattoo guy, Abi? The tattoo guy? Nigerians will not relate with him. That's why Jimmy is telling them that don't condemn the guy.
So they are now saying, since we are
to Jesus,
we should push that they should invite him to Nigeria. So that way he can come and minister. At least we do a lot of programs in Nigeria. We will start with the experience. So they will invite him.
So come and minister there.
What do they call it? I forgot what they call it. Exhortation. Let's see how many people will be on grant. They will now take it to our Pastor Jerry's church. They pray, they show.
He's a Christian.
We start like that.
Okay.
So that at least you know that in our country we like to condemn a lot. Even Jimmy said it. He said they will condemn him, and that's the truth.
We just look at people and we write them off. We think we know everything. We think we are the best.
So when you now finish with Pastor Jerry, you will now go to MSM. MSM. That will be a good idea.
Or Deeper Life. Or they can invite him to Deeper Life. Deeper Life.
Then you will now go to Deeper Life. After he returns from Deeper Life.
Redeem.
Redeem. Then you now go to that go around. So that go around. So I think one of them will be able to convert him somehow, so that he can be fully born again. Because have you seen that guy?
I've seen him.
I'm looking at him like, what Jesus does this for want to preach that I will even.
But he's preaching now. He's preaching everywhere. He's preaching. If you go to his page. Pastor Richie the Baba, that's the name of his page.
That devil can read the Bible. They say the devil should quote Bible for you like this. You will not wait. I think that's not what they told us when we were growing up. They say even the Bible says.
I think you know what?
That's what they call the devil.
You know, this is where we are making mistake. Hello, sweetheart. Jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ nsìn. Ṣé o ti ṣe tán?
Okay. I'm done. I just think we should help his career. They should be moving him around so that all the pastors can know him very well.
Okay. You know what? You'll be surprised that this guy has a very good art than most people who call themselves the Jim, who think they are better. It might just be his own way of branding himself. This is him. It might just be his own way of branding himself. And, you know, he's making his cool money. Because it is we that we condemn everything. It is we that we are the most holiest. And meanwhile, among our people, what is going on among our people is worst. The wickedness going on among our people. Even though I am not that kind of person that wants to do this or want my children to do this, it doesn't mean the guy is bad, like Jimmy said. But trust me, Christianity is going to be rebranded in another 10 years. You will start seeing another version. You already even seeing another version of Christianity. The Christianity we knew in the days of old is not what we are seeing now. We are seeing a different Christianity now. Somebody said you will be surprised how many Nigerians will follow him. Nigerians will follow him as long as he says Jesus. Oh, sorry. In your continue. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Good evening, ma. Good evening.
Yes, ma. Auntie Abdul.
Ma.
Hello.
Ma.
Yes, ma. Our mommy Gio.
Mommy Gio of Liberation Ministry.
Evening, ma. You are my own mommy Gio.
Jimmy Odukoya.
Hello.
Mungo Ima, go ahead. We are listening. Yes, on time. You are in bed or something.
Auntie, I listened to the lady that said she saw Jesus. And that through Jesus, you know how the
God is, yes.
And somehow my heart was dreaming like, when will people be totally liberated? Auntie, this brainwashing thing is very wicked, though.
Very, very wicked.
Auntie, brainwashing, for me, it's more witchcraft.
I believe too.
You change the mentality of people. You change.
It messes you up. Yeah, messes you up.
The way you want them to think.
You are not living your life anymore.
Auntie, it is up from the way that lady spoke. That
the first lady, Abby. The first lady that called.
It is obvious, Auntie, that some people can never be redeemed. They can't change. They can't. Because it's like they have removed their brain.
There is.
Auntie, hello, ma.
Ma?
Yes, ma. At work today, I was discussing with some colleagues.
Yes, ma'am.
And I told them, I said, in Nigeria, we can pray. We can go to church, different programs. I said, but those prayers, those programs did not translate to better living for our people. I say, and yet our people now, the Japato, UK, US, Canada, even Saudi Arabia, our people are Japa every day. I say now, we pray more than those people that they are running to. I said, now, is it that? I said, what is those people doing differently from our own? Auntie, any godliness that does not translate to better living for the people, I will never be part of it in Jesus' name. In all my life again, I will never be part of it.
What do you classify by godliness?
How can you
Auntie, what is godliness, ma?
I said, these people
you mentioned something about godliness, and now say, what do you refer to as godliness?
The way they said it, they know God. They pray. They can pray from now till their kingdom come.
I get that, ma.
They will go from one campground to the other.
Benny.
From one program to the
other, Benny.
And yet, Auntie, nǹkan tó ń ṣe wá òfin wá sílẹ̀. Ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn, ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn. Àwọn èèyàn á fi iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ níbí mà. Wọ́n travel out, wọ́n á ta gbogbo nǹkan wọn. They will sell all their property just to Japan. And yet we claim we know God more than these people.
And we think we are better than them.
I said, now, why are we running to the people that don't know God the way they claim that they don't know God like us? Now, why are we running to them? Now, I now said, all the things that we are supposed to ask our government is God that we are asking from. If you are traveling on the road, we pray to God. Oh, my God, accident. If you are in the house, you want to grind pepper in your house, or you want to use your blender, you be pray, everything is to God. But these other places, these places that our people are running to, it is the government that is doing all the things for them. But here in Nigeria, we have God. And yet people now
because what we are supposed to do, we give it to God. We say God, one God should do it.
Yes.
Eshema, it's 5 minutes. I don't want anybody to do more than 5 minutes.
Well.
Thank you, sis.
Any nice day, man.
You too. So if I miss your call, I will call them. We'll be rounding up soon. Honestly, before Christianity is revolving, take it or leave it. The Christianity you are practicing now will not be what they will practice in 10 years' time again. Hello? Hello, yes, caller?
Hello? Yeah. Hello, auntie.
You are on.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
I want to speak in regards of that lady that spoke about seeing God.
She said she saw Jesus.
I want to speak in that.
She said she saw Jesus.
In regards of that lady that said she saw God.
No, she said she saw Jesus, not God.
Jesus, yeah. Okay,
that Jesus pointed out to God.
My knowledge of the Bible, it is possible to see God, and John the Apostle.
It is possible to see God.
Said he saw God. He said, when the
irọ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. Irọ́ kọ́là yẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. Call yẹn dà. Where is that call? Show that pohun. That call must not go. He said it's possible to see God.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, yeah. You said it's possible to see God.
Yeah, it's possible to see God.
Okay.
There are people in the Bible.
No, Emma, don't let us go into too much story because of time. I'm going to ask you a question. You said it's possible to see God, right?
One of them.
Have you seen God before?
One of the person that saw God in the Bible was John the Apostle in the book of 4.
Okay.
And he gave a perfect. He gave a detailed description.
That was John the Baptist. Abi John.
No.
John the Apostle. Sorry.
That man said nobody in the Bible has seen God. But I'm telling you that it is possible. In the flesh, you cannot see God. But in the spirit, you can see God.
How will you know it is God that you saw?
He said, immediately,
in the spirit.
I was in the spirit. And I saw somebody seated on the throne. And around him were seated 24 elders. And he described the person that was sitting on the throne. He said, the person looked like a jasper. So, to see God is very possible.
Do you know any member? Do you know anybody that has seen God in your... My brother, do you know anybody that has seen God in your lineage? Apart from this John the Baptist. I mean, John the Apostle.
Yeah. But as a Christian, the most important article of my Christianity is faith.
I asked you a question. I asked you a question, please. You said it is possible to see God, and I'm not denying, I'm not arguing with you. You said John the Apostle saw God, and you quoted the Bible verse. Now I said, apart from John the Apostle, there must be somebody that you know in your lineage, including you, that must have seen God too. Apart from these people,
I've not seen God
that was written.
I've not seen God in person, but I've seen God in the form of miracles. I've not seen God in person.
You've seen him in form of miracle.
I've seen his works. I've seen him through his works in my life.
Okay.
Severally.
Okay. So in what way? Can you give us an example?
Yeah, okay. For example, I think in 2020, because I'm not based in Nigeria, in 2020, during the COVID, my wife was pregnant. And because for me, I live in overseas where everything worked. I've been overseas for like 15 years. And for that 15 years, I've not prayed, I've not fasted. Everything works fine. But if I were to be in Nigeria, I'll be fasting. But so then, my wife was in labor for 24 hours. She didn't give birth. But for me, I had a very strong Christian background. I was very prayerful in Nigeria. But because I've lived overseas for like 15 years, I don't pray, I don't fast. So, during this childbirth, for more than one day, she was laboring. So, although my brother too was overseas, was in the UK, he had called me to pray, but I felt pray about. But that night I just said, let me even pray. So, I took some psalms. Could you believe that? Just within 10 minutes, I started my prayer. Within 10 minutes, I not even finished my prayer. I got a call from Nigeria that my wife just gave birth. No. So God answers prayer.
That is not the question I'm asking you. Your wife went to labor. Okay, there was something and all that, and you started praying.
For 24 hours. But
some people labor for 3 days. Hold on, my brother. People labor for 3 days.
10 minutes of me praying.
Oh, that is just coincidental. People labor for 3-4 days. Kanto bimo, one day you bimo one. And that is not an evidence that you see God. That is not an evidence. You said you have seen God. I said, how did you see God?
Several near-death experiences that, even my being alive today, in 2023.
We are not talking about miracle here, my brother.
I'll have been dead and maybe for 20 days, nobody will know. But, through miracle, God saved my life. Because, I saw death like this, came to my apartment, and death came to take me. But, through
you saw death.
That's why I'm still alive today.
Hold on, you saw death. You said you saw death.
Yeah.
Eri Iku Abi, you saw death.
Death came like this to take me away.
How did you know that was death? Or something happened to you?
No, I had a near-death experience.
Okay, so that is an assurance that is God.
Because what I experienced was rupture of my appendicitis. Rupture of my rupture of my appendix, and it's contaminated my body, and it affected my brain system, that I almost died. But I just took some like I told you, I have a very strong Christian background, but me being overseas where things work, I don't fast, I don't pray. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe in God.
Your appendix ruptured in the house, and you didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Your appendix ruptured.
What happened was, I had that incident was in April of 2023. But then I did not even know that it was appendicitis. I didn't, because it was during the because due to the nature of my work, I work from home. So when I had that experience, I did not know, but I was having serious pain. So I went to the hospital. And the doctor diagnosed, although it wasn't specific, but the doctor said most likely this could be appendicitis. So he gave me injection, and the pain subsided. But after I came home, the pain came back again. Then that night, as a Christian, I prayed, some psalms in water, and I drank, and the pain subsided. It went. But 3 months later, this time around, it came. And I had that experience. But this time around, it's like there's something that busted in me. It had busted because, then I believe, I'd prayed, when something went. But this time around, when it came 3 months later, it came sudden. And, when it got busted in my body, that contaminated my blood system. I couldn't breathe. As in death came like this. But, just my normal self, some just, my instinct just came. Okay, why not pray? So when I prayed in water and I drank the water, immediately I started vomiting. So that vomiting that I vomited made the thing worse. My heart, as in, I couldn't breathe deep, for like 30 minutes. Even for me, I thought, wow, death has come. So after 30 minutes, my body became normalized. Then I was able to call my friend. Then my friend took me to the hospital. Even on getting to the hospital, a five-star hospital, they rejected me. After I told them what happened, they said, this is appendicitis, and there's no possibility that this thing was busted. So it was after the operation that the doctor told me, as in after the post care consultation, that the doctor told me that even that night, that the rest of the doctor, the team, they wanted to reject me because they felt that things have busted in me. But it was he that said, no, let's try and treat this guy. And for me, when they opened me up, to their surprise, the stuff didn't rupture. They didn't see any rupture.
Nothing ruptured.
So for me,
you said nothing ruptured.
It wasn't ruptured, but
why did you say it's ruptured?
That was,
But you said it's ruptured now.
No. For me, that was what the doctor told me. From all the symptoms, my heart just stopped breathing, for like 30 minutes.
Ha!
So when they opened me up, they saw that the thing was ruptured. So they took it out.
Okay.
So for me, I believe God intervened, because how come my heart just stopped breathing for like 30 minutes?
You said you saw God.
That same day.
We say let us out. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So so that's my so for me, I just want to establish two facts that it is possible, just go and read Revelation 4. It is possible, not in the flesh, according to John the Apostle, he saw God, but he saw God in the spirit. And it described the God he saw. I saw a throne, and seated on it was a man wearing jasper, emerald.
Thank you, sir. Time is going. You've used 10 minutes already. You've used 10 minutes. Oh, lágbára. Hey. Hello. Caller. Hello, caller. You are on, no? Hey. The heart stopped breathing for 30 minutes. The appendix ruptured inside the house. And he got to the hospital. The doctor said he did not rupture. And he saw God. That is how he saw God. Hello, caller.
Yeah,
hello, hello, good evening. Oh.
Yeah, good evening. Oh.
You are online, no? Contribution.
Okay.
What is wrong with this your line? Who is the Bewana? I've been seeing her comments. Some people don't give them attention. Madam wants to hallucinate alone. Won't pay me. Well, hallucination. Come to my comment with hallucination. I should be responding. You want me to become hallucinated too? Come and if I miss your call, I give you a call back. Hello. Maybe 2 or 3 more callers, then we stop. Hello, good evening, sir. Go on. Edge of 5 minutes maximum, and I will cut you off. Go ahead.
Yes, ma. Auntie and mommy, you see, ma. You see this your program. This your program that you are doing today. It's a very, very, very interesting program. Very, very interesting program. You know why I said that?
Why?
This program today have completely exposed the madness that is going on in Nigeria. You see these people that they are calling, that they are taking all this jargon story that makes no sense. Auntie, our population in Nigeria is maybe we'll say like we are 250 million people. Let's put
we're about 250.
Auntie, 250. Let's put it that way. 250. Auntie, 200 million out of those 250 million people are thinking exactly as how these people are thinking. 200. I'm saying 200 million. Both Christendom, both Islam. Those 200 million, they are thinking exactly how these people are thinking. The remaining 50 million people, let's say maybe 30% out of that, the remaining 50 million people are the only one that they are maybe like free thinkers that use their brain to think very well before they even open their mouth when it comes to the future. You see the remaining percentage, the remaining 70%, they are sitting on the fence too.
I'm going.
The remaining 70%, they are sitting on the fence, just waiting for somebody to lie to them, and they'll fall for that lie. That is exactly what is going on. You see all these things that they are talking about. They feel like they know what they are saying. They feel like they know what they are saying. And there is nobody, like there's one auntie that called in that said these people cannot be changed. She is right. Auntie, this thing, if we might be, all of us might be laughing on the program, but this is scary. This is very, very scary. Like these people can never ever change. And that is
I wish they would take time to come and listen to themselves.
Always get full to the mask every Sunday. This is the reason why you see at the end of the year, when they do their end of the year program, this is why you will see people they will flood into church in their millions. Auntie, what religion has done to the surface of Africa, it can never be repaired in the next 200 years. It is not a cause. Because you see these people that they are calling, some of them have children. Some of them have children. It is the same mentality that they will pass to their next generation. Now, that next generation now will be cooking it to the next generation. You see the generational damage that is being done. You see the generational damage. Like, imagine what these people are saying. I was just listening
with
to
pride.
The two people that called that they were, and the three people that they were talking that it's possible.
Please press love.
There is no way you can see God. There is no way you can communicate with God. Because even though in the so-called book that they are writing about God, they say the voice of God alone is like a thunder. Please, who in their right mind can sit next to a thunder strike? When the rain is falling and the thunder strike, who in their right mind can even sit next to that sound? The sound of a thunder, who can even sit next to it? So now, if they say according to their book that the voice of God is like a thunder, who in their right mind will want to even sit down and say, I want to listen to a thunder? When a regular beat headphone, when you put it all the way to the max, your brain will be jumping up
vibrating,
and down, that you don't have no choice. You have to reduce the volume. So imagine, you see how psycho these people are. These people are they are born psychopaths. They are becoming psycho. I don't think. I tell you, man, please, man. I don't know who can save these people, but there's a lot of work in the hand of everybody. Nigeria is raising a bunch of mad people. Mad people at one walking.
Please be mindful of your words, though, because of community standards.
They don't just have chain. They don't just chain them on their foot. That's the only difference. Mad people are wearing ties. Mad people are working in the bank. Mad people.
Mind your language, Joe. Mind your language.
People are working in the telecom. Even in the government, bunch of mad people in the government, because all of them are thinking the same way. This is very scary, man. Thank you, man. Very scary.
Brother, you be no to. If I miss your call, I will call you back. How much you call? Young, me, sọ̀rọ̀ Fẹ́mi, mo Fẹ́mi ti lọ. That's another, ìyẹn ti lọ. There are so many other things I would like to talk about. Ifemi ti lọ. Call her pa binu to. Call her para, no be small. Hello, you are online. You are connected.
Hello.
You are connected, my brother.
Okay, good evening, man.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I just want to I just want to comment on the face of God that we're talking about. I think a couple of things we need to establish. If we believe there is God, then we have to agree that it's likely that he has a face. But
he has a face.
There might not be a specific face that we can identify with. The way he appears to every one of us might be different. But he exists. If he has the power to create the earth and all these things that we see, he has the power to show up in different formats as well. He can show up in whatever form that he wants. But I feel the thing we should really, really focus on are the pastors or the religious leaders, so to say, that are milking that image.
No, we are not talking about all that anymore, my brother. We don't want to talk about that anymore. You know why? Let them continue to make them. I don't want to talk about that. You know, okay. I only pick certain topic to talk about, and that is that religion in a few years' time is going to change. And the likes of Jimmy Odukoya are going to be the one to brand it the way it's going to go. And somebody said they have seen God. And I said, can you prove to us how you saw God? How you saw Jesus? How does it look?
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is
I don't want to talk about whether pastor is making anybody. That's their problem. Pastor
doesn't really that everybody can. What did you say?
Money even pastor Okpayo anybody, no consign me.
Oh, okay. It is impossible to picture, to describe something that we all cannot unanimously see. Because even if you look at Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, he opened the eyes of the blind through different means. There's one that he spoke to. There is one that he spat on. There is even one that he has to do like twice, that he spat on and he has to go and wash his face or something thereafter. That shows that God is dynamic. And I believe that is the power.
And how many people can be healed through, my darling brother?
God is not someone that you can box. And that's the problem that we have with a lot of our religious leaders. They'll say once you fast for 3 days, you're going to see a miracle. It is possible for you to fast for 3 days and not see a miracle. It is possible for you to fast for 100 days and your situation will remain the same because God is dynamic. And it is possible for someone not to fast, not to pray, and get his miracle. So the way God appears to every one of us is different. He might not have.
Okay, has he appeared to you before?
That we can identify with.
Has he appeared?
It's possible for you to see him.
Has he appeared to you before?
The way he wants to appear to you.
My brother, has he appeared to you before?
Of course.
Okay.
If I ask for something and I see a miracle, I will say I see God.
Okay, can you give us an example of when he appeared to you?
I don't want to be boxed, but what I'm saying is this: it is possible that people see different things. If you are like somebody that said he has,
and somebody that does not believe in God too, what you are saying, they still see it. Then what is the difference?
Is peculiar to him. He has seen his God. The way I will see God will be different. It will be in my own situation. So I understand the issue we have with all these religious.
Hold on, don't go there.
Our ignorance, that are milking people's ignorance, but there are some lines I don't think we should cross that line. God exists and he can come in anybody's in.
Can you just image. you are gaslighting now? Can you just hold on? Nobody's talking about whether God exists or he doesn't exist. Somebody said he saw God, and we say, can you tell us how you saw God? Even you, I asked you.
He can't prove it. He cannot.
Then why are you saying you see God?
Dynamism.
Why are you saying you saw God? If you can't prove it,
you cannot prove. You can't prove it. But the fact that you cannot prove that particular image doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. That is why.
We are not talking about whether it's existing.
Every other image you can prove it. The way human mind works. Whatever
it's
you
5 minutes already
with,
anyway.
You put a picture to it. You want to travel to Greece, you put a picture to that Greece, even though you haven't been there before. There is going to be an image that will come to your mind of that particular location, of that Greece, Rome, or whatever it is.
And when you now get there, it's not the same thing. What do you do?
What do you say?
When you get to that destination, it's not like what you have in your dream. Then what do you do?
Of course, but what I'm saying is a placeholder. You will have something like a placeholder, like an image. That is how human mind. That is how human mind communicates. If you cannot have an image of something in your mind, you can't reason around that thing. It's not possible. That's how the human mind works.
So how were you able to reason
exactly as you picture it? But you will picture something.
Okay, how are you able to picture something that you don't know?
How the fries look like in your mind, even though you haven't seen fries before. But the beauty of God is that he is dynamic. He cannot be boxed. You can't say because I prayed for 3 days, I saw him, then you are going to do the same thing. Maybe, maybe not, but you cannot conclusively say that is exactly how it's going to happen. That is the beauty of God. He is dynamic. And that's the problem we have with our religious leaders. Oh, you have to fast for 3 days. Oh, you have to pay.
We are not talking about that now. Don't use that as
and
what?
You might not be paying your tithe and still be rich. So the people that said they saw God, they saw him in their own format. So far, they do not tell us to worship that image that they saw. I wouldn't insult their intelligence. But if they are now asking us that we should be worshiping the image they saw, then that is crossing the line. That's just my contribution. It is possible for you to see God in your own, however you want to appear to you.
So that is to make an image in my mind.
Nobody is an island of knowledge.
So that is to put an image in my mind of how I want that God to be. It is possible for me to do that, right?
What did you say?
I can have an image in my mind and say, this is how God looks in my own mind, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so everybody can just... God. So the God I have in my mind might not be the same God somebody else has. The same thing, the God somebody is talking, they are talking in the Bible might not be the God I have in my mind. That's what you are trying to say now.
If God can create everything like this, do you think it's going to appear in just one image? I don't think so.
So in what? So.
If he can create the black, the white, the green, the blue, everything, if he has the power to do all of that, to create Mars, to create Jupiter,
did he create the colors? Hold on.
It's going to be one image.
Hold on, brother.
I personally don't believe.
Hold on, brother. You said he created the colors. You said he created the colors. How did he create colors?
I don't know. But we know that.
You don't know, but you just said he created all the colors, the green, the blue, the beautiful things.
There is a creation. Science can prove what it can prove. Religion can prove what it can prove. But we all know that there is a creation. All of this didn't just exist all by itself.
You just mentioned something you have not answered. You said God created all the colors. He created them beautifully. He created the green, the yellow, the blue. I said, how did he create all these things you are mentioning?
That is what I'm saying.
He never created yellow. All those words are words that were invented.
If you and I don't want to agree that the name of whoever created all these things is called God, we might argue that we don't want to give it that name God. But there is something that is superior that created all of these things. You might say it is God. I might say it's another thing. But at the end of the day, the standing point, the equilibrium is that there is a power that created all these things.
So now, from what you have said now, my brother, that means the God of China is a God on its own, right? Nobody can force that God of China, of Chinese.
Of course.
Okay, hold on, please. No. I don't need a long explanation, sir, because of time.
That religion is forcing on us.
Can you just?
I don't. That I feel we should put more energy on. Rather than you see God. I might not be able to prove it. The person that says he saw God in his dream might not be able to prove it. We don't need to waste energy on those ones.
Hold on, my brother. Hold on. I like the point we have. Can you just hold on and pause for me, please? And when I ask you, I allowed you to talk. I'm going to ask you some questions. And I don't need long answer or story to attach to it. Now, my question is,
okay, go ahead.
I said, from what you said, I said that means you are trying to tell us that I can have my own image of my God. You can have your own image of your God. Another person can have their own image of their God, right? Now I said that means Indian God is a God too. It's not a God. Indian. Indians have their own. Okay. It's their own God and nobody should look down.
It on all of us. Either you are Indian or you are...
No long story, please. And nobody should look down on them for their God.
Yes.
Absolutely. Chinese, they worship their bodies, right? So nobody should look down on them. Hindus are there.
Yes.
The Jews are there. Different religions are there. So it means that Christianity is not the only religion and is not superior to others. And they should not claim...
I agree with you. It's an offshoot of classism.
Thank you very much.
Classism.
Thank you very much.
My religion is better than yours. Your religion
Thank
is
you
better
very
than
much.
It's pure classism.
Thank you very much. I love that. I love your conclusion now. Thank you very much. So this one that some people will say, my God is superior. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. That is where I am ending it. All right, should we stop now as it is? Did I miss anybody's call again? Okay, this person call, and that will be the last caller. So now it is like that God is a man-made thing for each individual. This guy said, this guy that looks like a clown, he said he's serving his own Jesus his own way. People are condemning him. Hello, caller, you are on.